Hello, my name is CarX82, and welcome back to our Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode playthrough. Just waiting for the last fuel to finish up here. And oh, there's one more. I forgot it consumes one. Alright, well, I'll throw that in here and we'll get ready for the next part. Now, I have been kind of planning out what I want to do, and I don't know if this is actually going to work, but as we can see, I have a couple things over here, and I think I've been just trying to, I've been going through like the different coolers and stuff, and we're gonna have to do the active fluid cooler, and I finally, right after I finished recording the last episode, I realized I had. Let me just throw this in here before I forget. I realized I had kind of misunderstood the active coolers, which now I look at it, makes sense. Now, instead of the passive coolers that we put in the middle, we're going to replace them with active fluid coolers. Well, not all. You don't have to do all of them, but I'm going to replace them with active fluid coolers. And these go on the inside. What goes on the outside is this buffer. And this is how you put the fluid in. So you pipe it into the buffer, and the active coolers are what go on the inside, and that will replace the things that we have. Now I'm trying to figure out a thing to do. You have to, whatever fluid you want to pipe in. So for like lapis, if we did, molten lapis, it has to be the same as the other cooler. So if we look at this, the lapis cooler that we're using right now has to be one reactor cell, one reactor casing. So I could just replace all the lapis ones with lapis active and pipe in the lapis thing. So for example, what would molten lapis? That would actually give 5600K. So I mean, that's a pretty decent amount, but I figured, why not go for quartz? Because this apparently does, if I can find the, molten quartz does 20,000. Wait, did I misread that? 3,200, sorry. The top one is fission. We're not doing a fusion reactor. So 3,200 for lapis, 20,000 for that. But I'm trying to figure out how I wanted to do that. So I was thinking, like, this is, we have the 5 on the bottom, or like these would be, I'm just kind of using, those are the cells that we have in the thing, and these are the coolers. And I was thinking if we just replace them with the active now, it depends how much also, I think 5 millibuckets per tick is what I'm guessing. And I'm assuming that is per. So if I have, 5, that would be 25 millibuckets per tick. Now, question is, can we get it melted down fast enough? Would be the question. So, that's 800 ticks for that, but you get 666 for it. So that is another kind of question here. Now I think I'm assuming like molten quartz. Yes, molten quartz. Yeah, can be melted down, 800 ticks. Yeah, you do get, it's the same, depending on, I don't know what would actually be better, like block of quartz. I don't know. We'd have to figure, is that 800 ticks is 40 seconds. So it's exact same. This just does 1, this does 4, because this is obviously 4 blocks. So we'll have to figure out the ratio, how fast I can cool it. But I was thinking, if we ended up doing the molten quartz, I don't know if we would need to pack the whole thing with. I mean, what's the, even like the, no, that's what we need. Like, I think this is the last one we're going to be This would be the last one we're burning in there, I think. I mean, that's only 1296 heat per tick, so I don't know if we have to go super crazy with the quartz. I don't know. But the quartz, if we look at, must be adjacent to at least one active moderator block. Now, I think there's two. If we do moderator, there's graphite and beryllium, and I think they're exactly the same. Yeah, because it looks like it adds some heat to it, and as we can see, it just basically changes the name, but I think they're like exactly the same. So this is the graphite block. So what I was thinking, and I have no idea if this is even viable. If you remember, those are the cells. What ends if we do those? Because if we look at that, it needs to be adjacent to at least one reactor cell. And I don't know if I want to, well, how much do we only have to burn 15. I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm basically trying to get it as fast as I can without getting crazier. 12 minutes per thing. So what happens if we try to do, like, these would be, yeah, these would be the coolers. Those would be the cells. So what ends if we did, you know, I mean, I feel like this would get crazy. So 4, and then if we did maybe that. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, that won't work. Because if these are the cells, this would have to be the cooler. Alright, unless... yeah. I wonder if... I mean, that would be crazy if I added a whole bunch of these graphite blocks. Alright, let's process this stuff up. We'll get the plutonium. I think we're just waiting on the thing. And let me craft up some of these active coolers. I could also just leave the lapis, like the bottom layer lapis, maybe, like this. So these are the cells. These would be, yeah, that. And then maybe we could do that. We did more cells there. Now, see that? Or we could do, yeah, I need to get the quartz next to the quartz cooler needs to be next to the moderator. That's kind of what I was trying to get. And the moderator has to be next to the cell. Alright, so let me see if I can come up with something. This was not quite... I mean, we could just throw the... we could throw the quartz in the middle. That would be... I feel like that wouldn't... It does 20,000. So that's my only, like... I mean, 20,000 is a ton. Although the lapis isn't really going to do much, is it? We could always maybe do... what happens if we did, like... oh, here we go. How about we do... alright, so the yellow is the cells. We'll do... I just feel like it's kind of a waste to have lapis. I mean, it does a little bit, but I was thinking if we did... what happens if we did the quartz in the corners? And then we could maybe do another cell in the middle, and then like that again, and then maybe put Make those lapis again? I don't know. What about like that? So we would have the 4 quartz coolers, the active moderators, which are touching the cells, and then lapis. We could just leave the lapis on the outside. What if we do that? I don't know. I think that's kind of cool, right? I have no idea if it's going to be viable or what is going to happen here. So, yeah, let me get some of this crafted up, and let me get the fuel crafted up that we're going to need here, and we'll come back. All right, we are back. And like I said, I don't know if this is viable. This is kind of just what I just came up with kind of on the fly from what I am kind of understanding of the mechanics. So why don't we give it a try? I do need the graphite blocks. I guess we'll just break this down. So, yeah. Put the graphite blocks. Now, I don't know how much this is going to add to it. That's kind of what worries me a little bit. But I'm assuming you can mix passive and active. I'm assuming that's a thing you can do. That. Yeah, and then I actually need one more. Need one more lapis. And like I said, I hopefully... Oh nice, I have an empty one. Just need a couple lapis. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Throw that on the ground. Yeah, so there's the active. I think, yeah. Seems, I mean, it should form correctly. I think we did everything right. There's no, like, can't be next to, which is kind of nice. There's no, like, needs to be next to this, can't be next to this, because that would make everything, like, really confusing. I have crafted up some glass so we can actually make, like, one side all glass. Thought that would be maybe kind of cool. Let's do the rest. So I guess this is a 5x5, isn't it? I think you can add extra casings if you want. Like if I wanted to make it square, I think you can do that. But did it form? Yes. Oh, this is a 3x3. Well, I guess like the whole block is 5x5. Now we have it turned off. I need to put the buffer on. Let's do the buffer. Apparently that is like a block. I didn't know that would do that. Right, so there's a buffer. Yes, it's still formed. So I'm thinking we have a melter. I need like fluid conduits, or yeah, I guess. And I may need to speed this up. Maybe we should get, oh, look at that. We got extra things in there. So I'm just, like I said, kind of I wanted a separate power source. I know you can probably use the power from this to power the melter, but I feel like that is just that's like a Chernobyl waiting to happen, I feel like. So, yep. Let's throw... I did a hopper so we can just pipe this stuff in. And like I said, I have no idea how fast this is going to go. I don't know. Sure, 1,000. Let's grab, you know, a few of those. So... Right, so yeah, that is quite slow. So let's throw a whole ton of upgrades in, I guess. And see what happens. We have plenty of power there. Alright, so there's that. Are we pumping out? Always active. There we go, that's in there. Now the cool thing is you can put the fuel in and you can see what the heat is. So that scares me a little bit. Because that would melt down almost instantaneously if I did that. So maybe... Yeah, I just don't know. I'm like... We have the molten quartz in there. The quartz... Does the active... The question is, does the active show up? Is what I'm a little worried about. It is, say 20,000. Like, if I turn it on, is it going to start actively cooling? Is my question. Oh, that is terrifying. Maybe I should do a quick... Maybe I should do a quick Google on this. I don't want to lose this fuel, because I just spent a lot of time getting it correctly. So I don't want to, like, lose everything if it melts down. And that's going to melt down in... Well... It's just showing the... Yeah, it's just showing the passive cooling. So I'm assuming the active... Ugh. Does it need... Hold on. Does this buffer need to be next? That might be a thing. Alright, well, we're gonna lose a bunch of nether, but who cares? We don't have... Let's try this. This may be what needs to happen. Well, I need to put it next to that. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, we got, I mean, infinite resources anyway, so... That? Is this how that needs to go? Alright, I guess we don't really need speed upgrades. That's coming out pretty quick. So, does that change anything? Yes! Alright, now we're learning. We're learning. We're getting it here. Alright, I need more buffers. Alright, good thing I was being cautious there. Let me craft these up. I don't have this on autocraft because they require these things, which is annoying. Well, what do we need? Yeah, copper. These things. Oh, look, I do have that. Alright, so I need 6 of those. Actually, we pretty much do have everything. Hopper. 3 hoppers. Buckets, we need 6 buckets. And 12 plating. I really hope I have enough. No, I have graphite and lead. Yeah, those are easy. It's the advanced ones that are annoying. And I just did a recipe for it over here somewhere. I think it's in this one. Alright, so there's that. Let's do... Kind of just... What would be the easiest, I guess? Yeah, we can go. Is that where we... Sure, why not? So, that. That. Alright. Now, I don't think... I mean, it's not going to pull that fast. We're melting the quartz down faster than it's going to pull. It's only going to pull 20-something. Right? 20 megabits, 20 millibuckets a tick. Really? Always short stuff like that. let's just do it right here. Get the right ones. Man, I still don't have this automated. I just haven't built another induction smelter. Just because I so rarely need this hardened glass. Alright, but I think that will... I think this is gonna work. And worst case scenario, I can always just hit off really quick. No, we don't need to do that. Alright. As we can see, the the tick accelerator is accelerating all the conduits, which I kind of didn't want it to do. But alright, well there we go. We're kind of overkill with this actually. Yeah, I think we're good. Is that... We don't even have... No, we do. We're all full. How much... Let's just grab some more nether quartz, just in case. I'm just so worried about losing... I don't really care too much about the reactor, because that's relatively easy to replace. It's the fuel, because I have the exact amount that we're going to need. Well, I mean, that seems to be... Alright. That's... There we go. Well, we're making 4 million per tick. That's funny. And there we go. Well, that seems to be... Oh. It's night. That's what it is. Alright, let's be careful with that. Let's be careful with that. Alright, but we got that. And, yeah, let's, where the hell did it... Over here. Where the heck did I put my bed, is what I was trying to say. Alright, so, there we go. Is this going to keep up with this? Come on. Right, there we go. So let's turn this on. What are we? We're good? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. Look at it. It's like idling. All right, so there we go. We are getting the depleted 241 fuel. Now we're gonna do the curium 246. And 247, which will craft up the 247 fuel. And then we will burn this, and that'll get the depleted 247, then we'll get the Californium and Californium 32, and there we go, that will be that. So that was way less painful than I thought it would be. Yeah, I actually came up with that design myself. Not that it's anything super fancy, I mean literally just... Yeah, but yeah, I came up with it while we were recording, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, this isn't even... Man, should have done this earlier. We're getting 4 million RF per tick. Alright, well, let's get this all done, and then we'll come back. And again, we are back, and there is the fuel. Now, I don't know, I feel like I may have done a mistake in the calculations, because I have a lot more of that curium stuff left. So, I don't know. I managed to screw up the math again, not surprised. Alright. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. But, yeah, there we go. That is only producing 1296, so we're even cooler now. But we're not producing as much. So this should get us depleted CM, obviously. And I think that's yeah, there's the Californium. And we're getting a bunch of achievements. Now I don't have, not that one I need this one. I'm just putting all the things in case we need to do it again. So recipe for that. Recipe for that and that. I think that will be, we need 4 of these, right? Yeah, for the, that kind of annoys me. I had them all like together. Do that. So HP or HE. Yeah. All right. So I need, well, we need another one. It's just going to take a, yeah, it'll just take a second for me to do this. All right, we are back, and yeah, there we go. Need to turn some of the small, tiny clumps into that. There's 4 of those. Now, can we do that? And definitely, I mean, these I didn't actually, yeah, none of this stuff we used, but I did end up with a little bit extra, but it might have just been because you get 24. That's probably why. So I think that one's fine. This one seemed to be off. I don't know what I did there with the math, but yeah, so we need, for this, we need 251 oxide fuel. So just to do that, a fluid infuser, infuse it with oxygen, and we're short on oxygen. I just noticed that. Dang it. Shift click, clear tank, turn on. There it goes. Throw some speed upgrades in there. Like that. Yeah, we're not giving it enough. I don't think we have enough. The energetic silver only does 10,000, right? And Ender. Oh, we just crashed. Right back. Yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what the cause was. I forgot to look at the thing. All right, so just almost there. There we go. So there is our HECF-251 oxide fuel. I'm gonna pull those out, throw that in the alloy furnace because I usually use it in there the most. All right, that will just, once it runs out of water, I'll turn off. But is that it? Are we done? Did we? We got it. I think we got everything. Well, look at that. There is the philosopher stone. So yeah, feels pretty good. I think that's a pretty big step in moving forward here. So that is that, and that will let us get the yeah, dark matter, and then we'll start working towards the transmutation table, which pretty much is a game changer for the pack. But pink matter, magenta matter, purple matter, where are we? It does kind of... All right, so that's actually pretty... Yeah, that's not too bad. But yeah, we'll have to get into more of this next episode. I actually don't know what any of this stuff does. All right, convalescence stuff. I don't know what that does. I don't think I've ever actually played with this mod, Project E, before. I don't think. None of the mod packs I usually go for have Project E in it, because they're usually GregTech related. So it kind of defeats the purpose of GregTech. But Wand of Animation is still on our list, but I think we're going to have to get... because we need lime matter, which is a very large amount. And I don't want to do this by hand. So I think we're going to have to automate this find a way to automate this. So dark matter would be the first one. And to get dark matter, we need supremium coal. Eternalis fuel. Eternalis is Mobius fuel. The philosopher stone. And that is alchemical coal. And that is regular coal. So, ew, that's not fun. Yeah, because that's gonna. We need 24 of these, so we need 24 of these, so we need 48. I mean, that's gonna get out of hand really quickly. All right, so that's something. But let's really quick look at this before we kind of wrap up here. And steel, compressed dust, dark matter, 7th degree. We have that. I mean, none of this is difficult, except for the pink matter now. Everything else, well, that's only 4, so that's cool too. See, that's like, okay, so then you upgrade it to a dark matter and then, I don't know. So it just seems like so much worse. Dark Elm, yeah, it's just the armor quest. It just feels like such a downgrade a lot of the times. Like, tough alloy armor is really good, and then steel leaf armor was terrible. So, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, got the philosopher stone, so pretty cool. Pretty good progression today. And actually figured out the nuclearcraft reactor was actually pretty fun, to be honest. Kind of seeing how all the different fuels and stuff work. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.